Hollywood loves a good plot twist, but right now, the biggest drama isn't on screen, it's in boardrooms. A deal that was supposed to be future-proof entertainment has instead triggered a full-blown identity crisis for the industry. Because it forces one uncomfortable question: who gets to decide the future of movies, the studios, the streamers, or the people who actually make them? At the center of this story is Netflix, still the world's biggest streamer, still obsessed with one thing: control. Not just control over distribution, but control over the entire pipeline. The talent, the franchises, the marketing machine, the award strategy, the release calendar. So when Netflix moved to acquire the core of Warner Bros. Discovery, studio operations, HBO, and streaming, this wasn't just a corporate expansion. It was Netflix trying to stop being the platform and become the factory. Because if you own the platform and the studio, you don't just host the future, you manufacture it. Now here's where the story gets interesting. Hollywood has tolerated Netflix for years, sometimes grudgingly, sometimes opportunistically, but tolerated. Because Netflix was a buyer, a distributor, and a deep-pocketed customer. This deal changes that equation. The fear in Hollywood isn't just Netflix gets bigger. It's this: Netflix becomes the gatekeeper. And once a single gatekeeper emerges, three things usually follow. First, consolidation, meaning layoffs, fewer productions, fewer teams. Second, bargaining power shifts. Creators and crews lose leverage. Third, the theatrical window becomes negotiable, because why fight for cinemas when your core business is subscription time? Theaters, already struggling post-pandemic, see this as existential. Unions see it as fewer jobs and weaker negotiating power. And for audiences, it could mean fewer big-screen moments and more straight-to-streaming by default. This is why the reaction wasn't mild concern, it was alarm. And just when it looked like this was going to be a pure corporate chess match, politics walked in. When President Trump was asked about the deal, he didn't need a long statement. He simply signaled that it could be a problem. In merger language, that's a flare in the sky. Because if regulators decide this creates too much market power, they can slow it, reshape it, or block it. And in a deal like this, time is not neutral. Time kills certainty. And once certainty cracks, rivals smell blood. That's when the next twist landed. Paramount, partnered with Skydance, came in with a hostile bid that was bigger, louder, and designed to disrupt Netflix's momentum. This wasn't only about paying more. It was about offering Warner Bros. Discovery shareholders a different promise. Netflix's vision is streaming first. Paramount's pitch is studio first. Protect the traditional machine, keep theatrical muscle alive, and make the company look less like a platform monopoly. So now, shareholders aren't just choosing a price, they're choosing a philosophy. Do you bet on the platform that owns attention, or the studio model that built Hollywood's old power? This fight matters because it will decide what entertainment looks like in the next decade. If Netflix wins, expect a world where streaming becomes the default destination for major films, big franchises live and die on subscription metrics, theatrical releases become event-only rather than standard, and creative leverage shifts even more towards whoever controls distribution. If Paramount wins, expect a world where studios try to rebuild the traditional pipeline, theaters remain a key battleground, and streaming becomes one part of a bigger ecosystem, not the whole ecosystem. Either way, one thing is clear: Hollywood is no longer fighting over content, it's fighting over control. So what decides the outcome? Three forces. Regulators. Do they see this as competition threat? Unions and industry pressure. Do they make the deal politically costly? And shareholders. Do they pick the bigger check or the safer path? Because in Hollywood, there's one rule that never changes. The story always follows the money. But the ending depends on who gets to write the rules. That's the Hollywood battle you didn't see coming. And it could shape what you watch, where you watch it, and who gets to make it. For more sharp explainers that cut through the noise, stay with Business Standard.